you guys? It's your boy Rob Hollow Everest back here with some gaming goodness. Today, we are here to react to the Genshin Impact 5.7 special program. The image was shared the other day. Lumine, Ether, and Dane. It's time for the Dane quest. We also know that there are only 2 characters that were teased in the beginning of 5.13, 5.4 of all the upcoming characters. Only 2 character silhouettes have not yet released, and that is Dahlia, who we met last patch, and Skirk. Intriguing. I'm expecting us to see some Dane stuff, though. Very excited. I didn't watch it this morning, but I have seen multiple people post like, is this the best special program ever? Is it clickbait title? People are like, oh, it's amazing, it's incredible. I think they could put Dainsleif in a room and it would get reactions like that. Just put Dainsleif on top of a mountain for an entire patch. But regardless, we are going to check this out. This is, I believe, leading us towards our build-up for the Song of the Welkin Moon and Not Cry. Are they going to be teasing that? Hopefully we're also getting the final Natlan map expansion in 5.7, because we still don't have enough to complete the Tablet of Homa and the Toma and the Paroculus. We still don't have all that. So I'm ready. We're gonna hop right into this. Without further ado, here we go. Doomsday, a fitting name indeed. Just had to double check that we're in highest quality possible. Yep. Is this about the princess? In my case, it would be Ether during the Descenders and Conria and the birth of a savior. The Luma Fate is ready. The Abyss Order is here. So with the Abyss gone and Gasoithoth, the spaceship that brought you to Tevat, 42 of them have died over the past few months alone. A parasite stealing nurture, and there's Skirk. Ignore her existence. Part of your soul is damaged. Look at that weapon! Skirt. Stars fade to black. I don't think she's using an element. Is she an Abyss wielder? Another star goes out. Dahlia! He's another sword user. We still don't have a Hydro Claymore. If we are climbers in the dark, dawn is finally broken for me. Could this be the great sinner? The foul Sertology, yep. One of the 5 Conrian sinners. Who that? Is this Sertology? Ooh!
500年前にお兄ちゃんと再会する機会を逃すわけにはいかないから。いずれ本物の
Is there a sibling trying to change the past so we reunited?
2人の新たな始まりが待ってる。
A space and time for you. Oh! Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo! Master Skirk 618. So we're getting Skirk story quest. I didn't see any new area in there. It looked like a lot of Fontaine. It looked like Natlan.
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. I am Aileen Mythen, the voice of Dahlia, and hosting with me today we have...
Hey everyone, I'm Kat Pratano, rhymes with Capitano, the voice of Child's Master, Skirk.
And I'm Katiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malika.
Yeah, well, after seeing that trailer, this version seems absolutely stacked. We're getting the next installment of the Twins quest in this version. Woo, 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 woo. Yippee!
Wah, wah, wah.
Let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys. Yup. I cannot wait to see how all these stories unfold.
Her first appearance left quite the impression,
Yeah.
didn't it? So mysterious.
Yeah,
The foul power of the abyss.
That interaction
Again, no
left us
vision.
with far more questions than answers.
Yeah, I mean, she did give us a few clues about herself, though. Remember? In the Primordial Sea at the end of the Fontaine Archon quest?
right. Something about the remains of a descender, the foul, the visionary. I feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
I mean, that's fair. So far, all we know about her past is that she trained under the foul Sertology.
The being in the crystal.
So, Sertology isn't just some ordinary mentor.
Oh, definitely not. Dainsliff revealed that Sertology is one of the 5 sinners of Conria, and someone who possesses all-encompassing power.
Forbidden
Imagine
knowledge.
training under someone like that. A walk in the park, let me tell you.
Well, maybe that explains how aloof and indifferent Skirk seems to be. Seriously, though, her demeanor is stone cold in a way that's almost otherworldly.
I really want to see what she plays like.
Yeah, it's kind of cold as ice, right? Right? But I mean, you know, the important thing is, this time, we should be able to
A lot
get
of
some
people were
answers.
guessing she might be
Right?
cryo, but like,
So, yes, please, I am dying.
New
to
story
learn
quest,
more about
cool.
her past.
Okay, then be sure to check out her story quest where the Traveler and Skirk's paths will cross once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues about her past and the world of Tavad as a whole, so don't miss out.
Ah, so Liyue is where we run into Skirk this time. Wow. It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it? In such a normal location.
Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an instrument?
we're getting closer to an all Genshin
You know,
band.
Ice Queen, but here she
Again,
actually
it's the
looks
second time they said ice, cold.
I mean, there's almost a sadness there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like that.
What area is this? Sumeru?
You don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like this, well, that's something travelers can
No,
uncover
where is
for
this?
themselves. What I can reveal is, after encountering a mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like Skirk is the only one who can help. Which means the only way to resolve the situation is for the two to work together.
Okay, Slay, so we're teaming up with Skirk, huh?
Slay.
Okay, but like, am I the only one who's a little intimidated?
What? Intimidated by Skirk? She's only a mysterious swordmaster with insane fighting skills and an unbreakable stone-cold exterior. Seriously though, with their ability to wield various elements and their abyssal purification powers, I think the Traveler can hold their own.
Yeah, it'll be fine. No problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, you know, now I'm curious how she got that strong. I mean, okay, she reined
Crystalina.
in her master's pet, the all-devouring narwhal, like it was
And they
nothing.
really
And
reference
I feel
that,
like we've
so
only seen a fraction of what she can do.
True, and just like the truth about her past, that's a question travelers will need to answer for themselves in game, so get ready to play. But considering Skirk and the Traveler will need to fight side by side, let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
Here we go.
I'll only demonstrate this once.
Out of the chasm.
Annihilate.
Oh, froze. So she is cryo.
Merciless. Another star goes out. As Child's master and someone capable of training in the Abyss, Skirk's combat skills are truly something special. First, it's worth pointing out, Skirk doesn't use a vision. Her powers come from the Abyss.
There you go.
In the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature. And in addition, Skirk's attacks do not rely on elemental energy.
No EM.
She uses a special kind of energy known as serpent subtlety instead. And when you tap her elemental skill, Skirk gains a certain amount of energy and enters a special combat state, signaled by her change in outfit, which is very cute, might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases her resistance to interruption and attack AoE. And when cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple void rifts will appear on the field. Skirk
Cool.
can use her charged attack or her special elemental burst to absorb the void rifts. And after unleashing a special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts absorbed.
Aw, heck yeah. So it's kind of like the more she fights, the stronger she gets.
More she fights,
Pretty much.
more
Plus,
off-field
holding her
hydro and cryo
elemental
applicators
is another option.
to proc
When there are void rifts
reactions.
on the field, holding her elemental
Skill
skill
and
allows
attack.
her to absorb them and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver around the battlefield. Once she has enough energy, she can unleash her elemental burst to deal consecutive slashes of AoE damage.
I see. So she's a unit you can keep on the field for a long time, or take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
Pairing her with Hydro and Cryo characters also further enhances her abilities. And if your team is comprised entirely of Hydro and Cryo characters, your party member's elemental skill level will be increased by 1.
Whoa, so she like enhances her party members' skills too. Once a mentor, always a mentor, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like Tartaglia had a great teacher.
Oh, he sure did.
Farina, Xingqiu, Escoffier.
Camouflaged abyssal powers.
Right.
The special effects are incredible.
Right? And when she enters her special combat state, her outfit changes too. Okay, slay. It looks a lot more suited for battle.
Do I have any
don't you
other
think?
great
yeah.
cryo off-fielders?
So it seems like travelers can approach combat in 2 ways then. You can use her special
Shenhe.
combat state to dish out damage with cryo-infused attacks and heighten this damage by absorbing void rifts with her special elemental burst. Or, after other Hydro and Cryo party members have generated void rifts, you can take to the field to quickly absorb them and build up energy to unleash powerful slashes with her normal elemental burst.
Yeah, both seem really, really useful. And since Cryo and Hydro characters enhance Skirk's skills, there are tons of team comp possibilities here.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, hey, speaking of, what about Dahlia? He's a Hydro character, right? Sounds like he could be a good fit for Skirk.
Oh, I think you're onto something here. We got to know him a bit during the Mondstadt interlude.
We
So
did.
refined, but also kind of mischievous at the same time. One
Best
thing
buddies with
I'd like to
Venti.
know is what he can do in combat. Want to give us the scoop, Aileen?
You got it. You are in for a treat.
Let's go.
All right, Dahlia. Murder Priest.
This should be fun. Hey,
It's good to hear that Mondstadt music again. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum.
Animal Archive.
Okay, so Dahlia is a Hydro Sword user and support character who can use his elemental burst to provide a Hydro shield for his teammates.
Cool.
Oh, it's like the shield appears in response to his prayer.
Yes, and for a certain period of time, after unleashing his elemental burst, Dahlia can gain stacks of benison by hitting enemies with normal attacks or triggering freeze reactions. So when his shield breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of venison to summon it again, allowing him to continuously protect his party members and
That
to increase their
sounds
resistance to
cool.
interruption.
Heck yeah.
I'm assuming he's a
After unlocking
4-star.
a specific talent, Dahlia can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character, allowing them dish out damage even faster.
Oh, nice. So he can help us attack without interruption and increase our attack speed? Sounds like a huge help.
And with his elemental skill, Dahlia summons Sacramental Shower and places it in a designated location. His summon has different effects depending on who comes into contact with it. So, for example, if it's an enemy, Sacramental Shower will explode, dealing AoE Hydro damage to surrounding enemies. But if a nearby party member comes into contact with it, Sacramental Shower will propel them high into the air, allowing them to evade enemy attacks while gaining an aerial advantage.
Okay.
Let's go.
So he's like really reliable in combat, even though he seems kind of mischievous the rest of the time.
No, really.
Yes, he definitely does. He has his little mischievous thing going on. I still remember all his teasing towards Venti during the Mondstadt interlude.
Oh.
But at the same time, he's also supposed to be the one who communicates with the will of Barbados, right? I'm not sure what to make of their dynamic.
Well, I guess first and foremost, he's Venti's friend, right?
Cute.
But even though he likes to tease, he's serious about his position as the Herald of Barbados. Oh, one more thing about his abilities. When Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is increased during the day.
Oh.
Okay,
All the
that's
better
specific.
To, spread the word of Barbados, praise Barbados, right? Is that how that works? Well, anyway, it's obvious he really cares about the people of Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exactly, he definitely does. Besides, his mischievous nature keeps things a little bit interesting, don't you think? It's one of my favorite things about him.
Aww. Well, now that we've introduced our 2 new characters for version 5.7,
What are the
we
banners?
should probably let travelers know when they can add them to their parties.
Thank
Can
you.
do. Let's jump right into the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.7, we'll have event wishes for Skirk and Shenhe.
Dahlia will
Nice.
also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half.
Woo!
Plus, the new 5-star sword,
That's
Azure
beautiful.
Light, will be featured on the weapon banner.
Yes! And in the second half of version 5.7, we'll have returning event wishes for Mawika and Emily.
Yippee! Pretty fire.
Alright, that's it for the event wishes. Let's talk about the story content travelers can look forward to in the new version.
Ooh,
Please.
Okay. This is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set the scene. During their travels, the traveler comes across evidence that seems to suggest their sibling was in Natlan.
Oh, wait up. I see Dainsleif. As we all know, that means things are about to get complicated.
Yup, very true.
Oh, I love Dainsleif. From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss. And the traveler and their sibling are in different spaces, but they can still sense each other's presence.
Yes, I feel like the tension is palpable.
Yeah,
It's
that makes
palpable, it's a
sense.
good
I mean,
word.
There was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Though we don't know what our sibling has been up to since then. Kari Bear did tell us that the Loom of Fate has been completed. Of course, we still don't know how powerful it is, or what's needed to activate it.
Kari Bear, the incomplete Loom of Fate.
Crazy, but I feel like we're gonna find out soon.
Maybe.
It seems like all parties are converging in one place, Natlan. So maybe that's where we can get some answers.
And I know one thing travelers will encounter in Natlan: a young woman dressed in peculiar clothing, hiding out in a cave.
It's not just her clothing that's special, though.
She's Conrian.
Eyes. Wait.
It's like a
is
teller.
she-
The plot, it thickens.
Yeah.
Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full force in Natlan, it must mean there's been a new development in our siblings' grand plan.
Could
Yup,
she
and
be,
the Pyro
if
Arc
Kari Bear was the
Arc
last
Natlan
Loom,
are on high alert.
could
But
this
the
be the
people
new
of Natlan
Loom?
want a war against the Abyss itself. There's no universe where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan unchecked.
Well, if an altercation with the Abyss Order is in the cards, I know who's gonna be on the front lines. Twilight Sword himself, of course!
I mean, I can see it now. Dainsliff going all one-man army and rushing straight into action.
We actually will get to see it this time, because...
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Dainsliff is going to help us defeat their ranks in a manner we've never seen before.
Okay. This is not a drill, everyone. We finally get to see him in action.
Let's go!
Yes! We don't get to play him, but we get to see his moves.
Traveler and Dainsliff venture deep into Abyss Order territory, we'll get to see his special abilities firsthand.
Oh, sounds like there's gonna be a lot of obstacles between us and finding out the deal with our sibling. But we've faced the Abyss Order before. We can do this. I have no doubt Travelers will come out on top.
Oh yeah.
I guess, but the other question is, can we stop whatever our sibling is planning? What are their true goals? What does their plan mean for Teyvat? This quest might hold some very important answers.
Yeah.
I am so excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new phase in the quest to find our sibling.
Yes. It seems like it's not as simple as just finding them anymore. There's a lot more at stake.
Oh, for sure. So this is definitely one to look forward to. All right. I think this is a good place to stop and take our first break.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need a sec to digest all that information.
Ooh, sounds good. Take a look at the second redemption code, Travelers. We'll see you on the other side.
See ya.
Your space time. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like I've seen any expansions. Is the last expansion going to be in 5.8?
All right, welcome back, travelers. Now that we've introduced the new
Mushrooms,
characters and
free
quests,
Sethos.
it's time to jump into the version 5.7 events.
Let's go!
Let's go! First up on the docket is an event that takes us back to Sumeru, where the Academia has developed a simulated adventure game.
Oh.
Travelers will need to select various companion pieces to form teams and enhance their skills as they face off against various opponents in a board game
Route, or the desert route. Each path has its own story and level of difficulty. And at the end of each adventure, travelers will face formidable opponents that require a certain level
Cool.
of strength to defeat.
Oh, so how do we make sure we're ready?
Well, travelers can enhance the strength of their pieces in several ways. Besides enhancing the pieces themselves, travelers might notice that the pieces are divided into species. Go to battle with a lot of pieces of the same species, and you can trigger unique species features. The higher the feature level, the stronger your pieces become.
Yeah. I'm thinking an all-Saurian team could be cool.
Bring back Bongo Head.
Looks like you can also
The
assign
first-
equipment to your pieces
The
to make them
Natlum,
stronger.
the Sumeru
And
mushroom
encounters
quests
will occur during the adventure,
have
which
only
travelers
gotten
can resolve
worse
to earn helpful
because the
rewards,
first one was
like
perfect
extra adventure
when they
coins,
introduced
which
Bongo
travelers
Head.
can use in the shop to purchase pieces to improve their lineup. Travelers can also open chests to get all kinds of useful equipment. Plus, defeating formidable opponents along the route will allow you to unlock secret technique
Encounters can
It all comes down to
unexpected.
to this event than just the battle stages.
Oh.
Travelers can also participate in research stages that involve guiding Paimon to harvest fruit. Complete these stages to increase your speculation level and unlock additional buffs for your team. Yup, and of course, completing this event will to invite Sethos to their party.
And genius inventor from Fontaine is back and better than ever with a new and improved turret.
Let me guess, he needs us to clear out monsters in an abandoned ruin again?
Yeah, that's right. But this time, travelers will face more formidable enemies than just slimes.
Whoa, that
Cool.
Soma Troll can give shields to its allies.
Oh.
Yeah, but don't worry. With this new and improved turret, we can use several enemies at once. He's hiding.
Dress.
Oh, Field.
Next event gives travelers the chance to work as a team. In Reminiscent Regiment Frenzy, travelers will get to team up with you.
Make for some interesting...
Every require
Yep.
teams to own and
Be assigned additional
Not a coast.
contribute.
Combat.
Co-op
Yep.
is its own kind of motivation.
than ever.
Fun event called Stygian Onslaught.
New
I'm
permanent
very excited
challenge?
To announce a new permanent event called Stygian Onslaught.
Ooh.
In this event, travelers will be able to farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as obtain artifact customization items for free.
For free?
For free.
A new permanent event. Okay, we need details
Cool.
now.
All right. Each update will feature a challenge that is split into 3 phases, each featuring unique mechanics with 5 difficulty levels to choose from.
Ooh.
Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo gems, artifacts, and valuable items for targeted artifact enhancement.
Okay, so you said we'll be able to farm artifacts more freely? What does that mean exactly?
It means the artifact drops aren't set in stone, and you can switch where they come from. For the first 10 days after the event begins, the leyline disturbance will be in outbreak state. During this period, travelers who clear any stage at level 3 difficulty or higher can expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the leyline blossom at the end of the stage. And before the stage begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the artifact drops to come from.
Cool.
Right, so travelers can also tackle the stages in co-op, right? So you can still farm with friends.
Yes, and you'll be rewarded with additional artifacts every time you consume a certain amount of resin.
Okay, the amount of hours I'm about to pour into this.
Sound like you're in prison. And what's that about?
Yeah, right. So version 5.7 is introducing a new artifact-related item, Dust of Enlightenment.
Ooh. What is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it to turn out kind of less than ideal.
Defense!
So this item is designed to help with that. So, Artifact 101, right? We all know every 4 levels a random substat gets enhanced as
And
you raise
it's
an
not random,
artifact
it's always
level.
defense.
But it doesn't always turn out the way you want.
Yeah.
So this item allows you to re-roll the substat enhancements of a level 20 artifact.
Yo, wait,
What?
really?
Yeah. Before each reroll, you get to specify the types of substats you want to prioritize. After the result is revealed, you can choose to either keep the original substat configuration or accept the new one.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact from the grave. Like, we really need
So that went from having 3 defense to 2? Oh, that's just so not much better.
Travelers who participate in the new permanent event Stygian Onslaught will be able to obtain a total of 3 Dusts of Enlightenment per version for free. And the Gnostic Hymn and Gnostic Chorus rewards will feature 1 each.
Oh.
Plus, during version 5.7, travelers will be able to claim 2 Dusts of Enlightenment directly from their in-game mailbox. Take that in for a sec. Oh, but I do have a question. So, according to the devs, the rewards for clearing the level 5 difficulty in the new permanent event can only be obtained by completing it solo. But what if that level of difficulty is...
Whoa.
Well, I will come in, and the strongest travelers into that will come in. The characters used to complete those battles become exalted ones.
Oh.
Then, when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including exalted
Cool.
ones in their lineup.
Oh, cool. So travelers can help each other even outside of co-op. I like that, and I need that. Wait, level 5 was the highest.
Yeah, well, clearing level 5 solo unlocks a secret level of difficulty. Level 6, dire difficulty.
Oh no.
Once you reach level 6, it's dire straits. Drive you forward.
What?
Just formidable enemies. No problem. It's dire straits. There are no companions to turn to for comfort. No promise of primo gems to drive you forward.
What?
Just formidable enemies and an unrelenting desire to prove yourself.
Alright.
Okay. Thing in return for accomplishing something like that?
Well, all right. That's it after a version update or 8 days into the new version. So don't forget to gather your friends and get farming. Excited to hear that the next installment
Cool.
of the Traveler's Tales is coming in version
Yep.
5.7.
Okay, Slay. Last time memories.
Yeah. Why don't we take a look at some of the...
So it looks like it's gonna be Sumeru and Natland and Inazuma?
Whoa, hang on.
Toma's
a
back in
second.
Mondstadt?
Toma's back in Mondstadt? And he's drinking with Kaya at the Angel's Share?
Huh. I never thought about it before, but now that I see it, yeah, I feel like they totally make great drinking buddies.
Oh, I love him. Looks like he's got quite the posse around him.
Oh, it's so cute. I want to know what they're talking about.
Oh, and it looks like Dory's in Inazuma. Is she trying to sell something to Sayu?
Schemes.
Honestly, though, a crafty
Cool.
merchant like Dory could show up at some point.
Ooh, I wonder how many other friends will show up this.
Travelers.
Ooh.
Being able to run into characters.
Oh, it really makes
Yeah,
the open
100%
world
agree.
more alive.
Making Travelers Tales a permanent event is in the works, so travelers can look forward to that sometime in the future.
Yippee! Finally, Overflowing Abundance is returning at the end of version 5.7. Travelers can look forward to double the talent and weapon ascension material.
Changes will be added in version 5.7.
Oh, for the Raiden Shogun in Shenhe.
Oh, Shenhe's Echo
Cool.
is so cool. I see sigils and pops of red in there. Okay, girl, very fitting.
And the Raiden Shoguns like
Thunder
Pegasus.
Blossoms, yep.
The purple matches so well.
So pretty.
Yep, so if you want a genius invocation, add mobile players.
Oh.
Simply put, it's a practical update designed to reduce the package size of the mobile version.
Dude,
Huge!
nice. I feel like our phones will thank us.
After the 5.7 update, travelers will receive a pop-up notification after opening Genshin Impact on mobile, asking them to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary resources for daily gameplay and optimize the resource usage for some Archon quests, story quests, and hangout events.
Okay, so that means clearing out some old quest resources to save story
Huge!
quests, right?
Why not? Why keep them?
What about players whose progress is a bit all over the place? How does that work?
Don't worry, the dev team has accounted for that. The system will provide different guidance and solutions based on account progress and quest status to ensure that travelers still have a smooth gaming experience. And when you need to start an Archon quest, story quest, or hangout event that isn't enabled, the system will download the required resources.
You'll
as
only
needed.
download the one quest you need and then delete it
So
afterwards.
travelers who haven't updated the mobile version in a long time might be able to free up quite a bit of storage space with this optimization.
Using it on my PC and my
It sounds
PS5.
like a great
Haven't used it on my
option for
phone in a
cross-platform
while.
players who maybe rely on mobile more for the small.
Just choose to keep all game where you can or for all game resources to be updated as normal.
Okay.
This should also make it easier for people to try out Genshin Impact for the first time.
Yup, it's across Genshin Impact's official accounts. Awards from Leyline Blossoms and common challenge domains like Artifact and Claims
Okay.
and some
Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin, so that means you get triple the drops. Should save a few trips to the crafting bench, that's for sure.
40 resin bosses, which should be helpful if you run into a boss you're not quite sure how to crack.
And the icons will be displayed in the order the
Cool.
bosses were unlocked, which should make it more intuitive to navigate.
Moving to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Cool.
Easy.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12. If you're not satisfied with your performance, you can also restart.
They really add up over time. Mystery code.
今回ゲーム原神の皆さんと一緒にお仕事をす
Void
ること
Star
になりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私は、スカークというキャラクターのアニメショートテーマソングの、
Ooh.
全編ことでもう経験で
A Skirk animated short?
聞いて生きてきた楽曲はいあれです。
Skirk and a song! Let's go!
So exciting.
So exciting! Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of our announcements for this version.
When is the Skirk animated short?
Oh, it certainly was. So, what are you all looking forward to the most?
That was a pretty cool
For
one.
me, I have to say, although it's a little biased, I am clearly excited for everybody to meet Dahlia.
Yes.
But you know, I'm also really excited about the new permanent content like Stygian Onslaught. How about you guys?
It's kind of hard to pick just one. I mean, I'm excited for my girl Malwika
Of
in
course.
TCG, but like, I'm also really excited to see Navilet, my fave.
Feels like it was just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're really getting to see how a lot of elements that seemed so
Nod Cry teaser. I'm even more excited.
doing the same.
Okay, so that's it. So,
Be adventuring!
Alright, I saw a little
Can I get
tease at
Barbie
the end.
booms?
Boom! 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 Boom!
Here we
Boom!
go.
Oh,
Here we go.
Wait a second. It it looks like another friend from afar is rushing over to share some interesting news.
Come on, buddy. Where is this? Where is this? Is this not Cry? Is this not Cry?
An ever-changing landscape of ruin, a marvel corroded by time. In the forest, where the nights
Wild
are
Hunt?
once undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the Wild Hunt's shadow grows. There are those who bear the name of Frost Moon, living where the silver light shines. Others carry the torch, fending off the darkness and cold with their blades. I hear that the stolen Fae still yearn for the frosts of old, while the Fatui look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament. Then there
Dottore!
are others, draped in the west wind, nearing the
Varka!
end of the unknown and
Varka!
organization. My friends, of course, shan't be outdone.
Alice!
They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this edge of the world. And just as the stone craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze. Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind. The story is about to begin.
Ooh. Skirk is here on the 18th. Battle of Imagined Arrays starts the 20th. Traveler's Tales Gilded Chapter through yesterday to today. Through a million times with Skirk. Overflowing Abundance. Reminiscent Regimen. Alright, it looks like it's going up until late July. So August will be 5.8. Or late July, yeah, probably early August will be 5.8. Alright, that was awesome. Alright, I'm really excited for Skirk. Really excited for Dahlia. This mirror weapon seems awesome. I like her moveset, so she is cryo, but not really cryo. I'm so excited for the Dainsliff story quest, though. We ran into our sibling in Bedtime Stories, but neither of us technically remember it. So the last time we met our sibling in person was back in the Abyss. Or back in the Chasm, right? With Leeway? Yeah. Or no, the Chasm after Inazuma with the inverted statue. That's the last time we've seen our sibling in person in-game and remembered it. Because we don't technically remember the Bedtime Story stuff. Oh, man, I'm so excited. That is awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining me, guys. That's going to be it for this. I am obviously super excited. June 18th. Can't come soon enough. That is 12 days away. So make sure you're tuned in on June 18th while I do this. I might be doing it on the 19th. Probably the 18th, maybe the 19th. Only one way to be sure, and that's to tune in and watch. So make sure you're following me. Thank you so much for joining me. That's it for this thing that I'm doing. Till next time, stay awesome. Peace.